everybody. Welcome to the Best of Branson. I'm Janet Ellis, and with me, three very attractive young adults. I'm going to introduce them to you. This is Marshall Howden. He's a grandson of Mel Tillis and also a city councilman, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And here is Cindy Tillis Shore. You getting a theme here? She is Mel Tillis' daughter and Mel Tillis Jr. And I call you Sonny Boy. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. They are here with us because we're going to tell you what's going on in Branson today, August 8th. What is it, Marshall?
Well, August 8th is Mel Tillis Statesider Day, as named by our mayor. We're going through and we're doing entertainer holidays for all the legends in Branson. So we did Shochi Tabuchi Day last year, and we've gone through, and each one we've done a press conference or something like that, but we had to do something extra special for Granddaddy today. So entertainers are coming in, they're all performing his songs, and yeah, it's kind of a family reunion.
And
so.
he wrote so many great songs.
Yeah.
Was it kind of hard to cull down into just like a 2-hour show?
Kind of, yeah, but people picked the one that was right for them, so it kind of worked out. And we didn't have anybody competing too much, you know.
Okay.
I gave some of them first choice. Sonny Boy.
Oh,
yeah.
Now, did anybody kind of fuss with you, or did they all want to do it?
Just the band. No, I'm just kidding. No, everybody was
your
good.
aunt.
Yeah. No, people are so appreciative that, not just for Granddaddy, but that we were honoring everybody that made Branson so special. These legends that without them, we wouldn't have had that incredible boom that we had in the 90s. And I just want to say on behalf of our family that we are so grateful to Branson, because had we not had Branson, we wouldn't have had all those years with Granddaddy, I mean, so it's really special.
And by the way, when he was just a wee lad, I interviewed him, Cindy, and his sister, and Cindy's 2 kids for a show that was hysterical. Maybe we'll bring that back sometime.
Yeah.
All right, Cindy.
Yes.
How old would your dad be today?
Daddy would be 90 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he had such a legacy, such a storied career. So tell me about what it was like to be with the family performing here at the Mel Tillis Theater.
Well, I often called it country chaos, but it was, it was some of the best years of our life. And I think collectively as a family, as Marshall said, we got to spend more time with our dad, and then the family that we had at the theater, all of the people we got to work alongside, the Branson community. It really was some of the most enriching times.
So being in one location, being here in Branson at your own theater, was that easier on your dad to be able to just go home every night?
Absolutely, and a lot of times during an intermission, he would run backstage or run back into his apartment at the big theater and stir his beans on the pot.
That's country. Well, that's country.
Turn on the ball game. And
Watch the Gators.
Oh, yeah.
There was a couple of times when he almost missed going back on stage because, the ball
Florida
game
State
was on.
game.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, it was easier on him.
Hey, a fan's a fan of fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would you like his legacy to be?
Oh, his comedy, his humor, his just the way people really love that his humble beginnings, and even through his disability with his speech impediment, he found a way to bring them in, entertain, and leave again a heartfelt message to them that they could take home and talk about for years.
And he was a role model for people perhaps with speech impediments and
yeah.
stuttering. Okay, now Mel Tillis Jr., handsome Sonny Boy over here. You're the only boy in this family of girls, right?
I am.
Were you spoiled?
I certainly was not. None of us were.
No.
There were, and Sonny Boy, I got to tell people that don't know, I'm Mel Tillis Jr., but it's Sonny Boy because there were 3 girls that were born before I was. And in 1963, he was about to go on the stage, and he was working with Grandpa Jones. And they said, Melvin, you got a phone call, and you better take it. It's Doris. She's given birth. And he got on the phone. He said, oh boy, I finally got me a Sonny Boy. And it stuck, and I'm 59 years old, and I'm still Sonny Boy.
I love
But you know
that.
what? It's just, I've been so blessed to have the family and the extended family and all these people. And of course, Branson, they're our family as well. And a lot of the guys that were in my daddy's band are still up here playing today with a couple of the guys. And it's just, it's a big deal. And I've never felt spoiled. I'm spoiled by the legacy my daddy left and the way we hope to carry that on, really.
How cool was it for you to actually be on stage with your daddy, Mel Tillis, the legend, and
Sonny Boy? Well, let me tell you, he taught me so much, and he said, Sonny Boy, and years after he's gone, I feel like him next to me. And he always said, "Sonny boy, talk to the people." And he was a master communicator. And he said, "Sonny boy," Minnie Pearl taught me years ago. He was working, and she said, "I see you struggling." And in fact, Roger Miller would introduce my daddy's song. First supergroup in country music. Roger Miller, Minnie Pearl, and Mel Tillis. Can you imagine? Anyway, Roger would introduce my daddy's songs, and she pulled my daddy's. She said, "Melvin, if you're going to be in this business, introduce your own songs and talk to the people, and that will set you at ease." And he pulled me aside. When I worked with him in Branson, he pulled me aside. He said, "Son boy, it will help you if you go, and it'll put you at ease." And every night when I go out there, of course, I also hear him say, "You need to put some polish on those damn boots." So wisdom and a good ass-chewing from the daddy.
And a good
Yeah, absolutely. So all good.
All right. Now, you're in Nashville. Are you doing a show in Nashville?
I am. In fact, we were traveling. In fact, I was fortunate enough to buy my daddy's bus when he passed and it came up. Bought it, and then COVID kind of knocked everybody out of the saddle. So we've just started back on the road, and I'm in Nashville out by the Opryland Hotel. We play every Friday night, and keeping them. Of course, it's all daddy songs.
Oh, yeah.
And then we throw in some Webb Pierce and some Fair Young. But who wouldn't want to do that, or who wouldn't want to come see it?
That's real country
It's
song.
the best
telling
country.
you. So we've got your sisters that are here with us in spirit.
Yeah.
And my mom's here.
And good. So everybody is ready to have a fantastic show tonight, honoring the one and only Mel Tillis. Now, let me ask you, Cindy, real quick, because you've got children and Marshall's of this third generation. Do we see the third generation coming on and letting the music play on?
Yeah, well, I know, my son is very involved in writing music and producing music. He hasn't quite got the country music song down, but, he told me, "Mom, you're not the demographic I'm going for."
Yeah.
So, and then my daughter Catherine has taken a different turn, and she's in fashion design in Nashville, but she loves the country music western wear. And so you never know, she might come out with the Mel Tillis line.
She could do her own sparkles or whatever.
And Janet, we're still waiting for Marshall to reprise his role in Big River.
I do remember you.
Yeah, the curly hair.
Okay, so when I interviewed you, you were so little. You said that your granddaddy was like the pop artist.
Oh, I said the instinct of old people.
I love that. So good. Thank you all so very much. I'm looking forward, everybody's looking forward to honoring Mel Tillis for the best of Branson. I'm Janet Ellis. Thank you, guys.